I turned on the microphone and for a moment, the world seemed to pause. I could feel my heartbeat in my ears as if it was reminding me of every struggle I had faced to reach this moment. I whispered to myself, King, today, if you don't touch someone's heart, all of this, all the effort, the time, the nights spent practicing, what was it for? I took a deep breath, and a calm wave washed over me. And then I spoke, softly, with the weight of someone who had walked the path I was about to guide others through. Hello everyone. My name is King, and welcome back to the English Learning Podcast. Today, we're going to do something special. Today, we're going to learn not just English words, but the way to live in English, to let it breathe through your mind. I knew that there are listeners out there, some sitting alone in their rooms, others on crowded buses, in small offices, or lying awake at night, feeling stuck, feeling frustrated, feeling like English is some distant, untouchable dream. And I wanted them to know, you are not alone. I see you. I feel you. I asked them, have you ever been so full of thoughts, yet the words never come out? You know exactly what to say in your mind, yet the second it reaches your lips, everything shatters. I could feel the fear, the hesitation, the quiet panic that rises when you're trying to express yourself in a language that isn't your first. I remembered those nights years ago, when a single sentence could make my hands tremble. I remembered the heavy silence after I tried to speak, and the sharp sting of realizing I had been understood incorrectly, or worse, not at all. And I said to my listeners, you don't have to feel that anymore. Today, we're going to change that. Together. I painted a scene for them. Imagine you're sitting by a window, the breeze brushing your face, the sunlight spilling across the floor. Normally, your mind would say, this wind is strong, in your own language. But today, I want you to imagine thinking, feeling, breathing in English. The wind is strong today. The room feels calm. I feel at peace. Just these small shifts, they're more powerful than you realize. I paused so the words could sink in, because I knew that learning English wasn't about memorizing phrases. It was about training the mind to naturally inhabit the language, to experience life through it, to feel it as part of you. I told them, thinking in English isn't about perfection. It's about presence. It's about allowing your mind to speak freely, to explore without fear, to make mistakes and still move forward. Every error is a lesson, every hesitation is practice, every small win is progress. I could almost see them nodding, feeling a spark of hope. I wanted them to understand that this journey, this process, is not a race. It is intimate, personal, emotional. It's about connecting your heart to the words, not just your memory. Then I asked the question that can change everything. Have you ever felt a sudden flash of understanding, when a word or phrase clicks inside your mind, and you realize, you understand? That's the moment I wanted them to chase. That electric, thrilling instant when English stops being a wall, and becomes a bridge. I continued, this is the feeling you're chasing. Not just speaking correctly, not just learning quickly, but connecting with the language so deeply that it becomes a part of you. I remembered the nights of self-doubt, the endless hours staring at the ceiling, thinking, am I ever going to be fluent? Will I ever speak without hesitation? And I shared that with my listeners, my voice soft but firm. Yes, you can. I was once there too. I know how it feels when your mind races faster than your mouth, when your confidence crumbles before it even begins. But here's the truth, your mind is capable of more than you imagine. You just need to guide it, train it, love it. I described the small, daily moments of practice. Start by noticing the world around you in English, the chair you sit on, the sound of rain, the taste of your coffee. Narrate it in your mind, the coffee is warm, the rain is soft, the chair feels comfortable. Little by little, your brain will learn to think in English, naturally, effortlessly. You'll no longer translate. You'll simply be in English. And then, to touch their hearts even deeper, I said, I want you to imagine the first time you respond to someone in English, effortlessly. Your heart racing not with fear, but with excitement. The words flowing because your mind is ready, because you've trained it, because you've allowed yourself to feel it, live it, be it. This is the power of thinking in English. This is the power of persistence, of patience, of belief in yourself. I wanted them to feel the emotion in every pause, every whisper, every soft exhale. Every moment you spend worrying about mistakes, every moment you doubt yourself, it's okay. It's human. But remember, growth lies in courage. Growth lies in choosing to speak, to think, to breathe in English, every single day. I leaned closer to the mic, as if speaking directly to a single listener in a quiet room somewhere in the world. Your mind has been waiting for this. Your thoughts have been waiting for this. And today you start a new chapter. A chapter where English isn't a challenge, but a companion. Where every thought, every feeling, every idea can be expressed freely, confidently, beautifully, in English. Finally, with a soft, lingering pause, I said, "So let's begin, together, this journey of thinking, feeling, living in English. Every step, every moment, every breath, it's yours. And I'm here, with you, guiding, cheering, believing, every step of the way." And with that, a quiet silence filled the room, the kind that holds possibility, hope, and the unspoken promise of transformation. As the silence lingered, I let the words settle, feeling their weight, and then I began again, softly, almost like a whisper meant only for the listener's heart. "Now, let's dive deeper. Imagine your mind is a garden, your thoughts are seeds, and English is the sunlight that makes them grow. Every time you hesitate, every time you translate in your head, it's like clouds covering that sun. But what if you let the light in? What if you allowed your brain to think in English first, before translating, before doubting, before fear?" I paused, listening to the imaginary responses of my listeners, imagining them nodding, feeling that tug inside their hearts, the pull between comfort and challenge. It's scary at first, isn't it? To let go of the safety of your native language. To trust a new voice inside your mind. To speak even if it trembles, even if it's not perfect. But that's where transformation begins. I took a slow breath and said, "Let me tell you something I discovered along my journey. English isn't just words. It's a way of thinking, a way of feeling, a way of seeing the world differently. When you start thinking in English, suddenly, you notice things you never did before. The way the sun falls on the table, the rhythm of someone's footsteps, the pattern of clouds in the sky. And you describe it, not in your old language, but in English, and it feels alive, real, like the world is opening up just for you." I leaned closer to the microphone, voice soft but full of emotion. "I want you to picture this moment. You are walking down the street. Someone passes by and smiles. Your mind whispers in English, 'That smile is kind. It warms my heart.' Can you feel it? That's not just English. That's a feeling, an instinct, a connection. And that, my friend, is where fluency begins. Not in textbooks, not in grammar drills. But here, inside your mind, in your heart, in every thought you allow to blossom in English." I could feel my own emotions rising as I spoke, and I let them pour into the microphone. I remember the nights when I thought, maybe I'll never get it. Maybe I'll always feel small, embarrassed, stuck in my own head. I remember the moments when a single English sentence felt like climbing a mountain. My hands sweaty, my heart racing, my tongue frozen. And yet, I kept going. And every small victory, oh, every single tiny victory, became a brick, building a bridge from fear to confidence. And today, you can start building your own bridge. One thought, one sentence, one moment at a time. I shifted slightly in my seat and whispered, "Here's a secret, and I want you to hold it close. Your mistakes are not failures. Your hesitation is not weakness. Every stumble, every mispronunciation, every moment you feel unsure, it's proof that you are growing. It's proof that your mind is learning to live in English, and that, my friend, is courage." Then I imagined them, my listeners somewhere in quiet rooms, headphones on, hearts beating, minds open. Think about the last time you tried to speak English, the fear, the doubt, the embarrassment. Now, imagine if instead of stopping, you just let yourself speak. Let your mind find the words, let the feeling guide the sentence. And no one judges, No one laughs. No one interrupts. Just you, expressing yourself freely, fully, beautifully. Can you see it? Can you feel it? That is the moment your brain starts thinking in English naturally, without force, without pressure, only flow. I added, my voice trembling slightly with excitement. And here's what changes first, your confidence. Not magically, not instantly, but gradually, imperceptibly, like the first rays of dawn touching the edge of the sky. You'll notice yourself speaking a little faster, understanding a little better, feeling a little braver. And with each small win, the fear fades, replaced by something stronger, a quiet strength, a belief that yes, you can do this, you are doing this, and it's happening inside you right now. I let a pause stretch, then said, now, let's practice this together, even in our minds. Look around you, notice one thing, and describe it in English. The color of your shirt, the sound outside your window, the feeling in your hand. Say it, in your mind, not aloud if you don't want to, but truly imagine it. The sky is clear, the air is cool. I feel awake. Feel the difference. That small act is planting the seeds of fluency, one thought at a time. And remember, it's okay if your mind stumbles. It's okay if the words are slow. The important thing, the essential thing, is to begin, to try, to feel every word in English, as if it were a part of you and not a stranger. I leaned back slightly, letting my voice soften. This is also where listening transforms. When your mind thinks in English, listening isn't just hearing words anymore. You connect ideas, you sense feelings, you grasp context, you feel nuance. Suddenly, conversations stop being puzzles. They start being stories, experiences, emotions, and you, my friend, become part of them, not just an observer. Then, almost with a whisper that was meant to resonate in every heart, I said, remember the fear of judgment, the embarrassment, the quiet voice that says, I'll never get it right. Today, we replace that voice. With practice, with courage, with patience, with consistency. We replace doubt with possibility, hesitation with flow, fear with confidence. And the most magical thing, you start to enjoy it. You start to love the language, not just as a skill, but as a companion, as a mirror, as a friend that reflects your growth. I ended this part, leaving a gentle, suspended pause, my voice heavy with feeling. So, take your next moment, your next thought, and let it breathe in English. Speak in your mind, narrate silently, describe, observe, feel. Your mind is ready, your heart is ready, and you are ready. Every small step, every fleeting thought, every whispered sentence, it counts. And when you practice this, truly immerse yourself, the transformation begins. Silently, steadily, beautifully. And that, my friend, is the bridge from fear to fluency, from hesitation to confidence, from dreams to reality. I let the pause linger again, long enough for them to feel the weight, the hope, the emotion, and then I said softly, almost in awe, and now we continue. Because this journey, this beautiful, emotional, life-changing journey, it's just beginning. As I leaned closer to the microphone, my voice calm but deep, I said, now, here's the truth. Thinking in English isn't a magic spell. It's a practice, a journey, a promise you make to yourself. You start small, with tiny steps, maybe just describing the world around you. Look at your cup of coffee, notice its warmth, its color, and say in your mind, the coffee is warm, it smells rich. I feel awake. Can you feel it? That small moment, that tiny choice, is the spark. Every spark eventually lights a fire. I let the silence stretch, letting the words settle, and continued. Next, take your daily life and wrap it in English. Your morning routine, your walk to the bus, your shower. Narrate in your mind, describe, think, breathe in English. I brush my teeth. I feel the water cold. I tie my shoes. The street is busy today. Even if it feels strange, even if you stumble, you are teaching your brain to live in English. You are planting the seeds that will grow into fluency. My voice softened, almost a whisper, but each word carried weight. Talk to yourself, don't be afraid, even if no one hears, even if it's just your own soul listening. I am learning. I can speak. I am growing. These words, they are not just phrases, they are lifelines, promises to yourself that yes, you can, and yes, you will. I felt my heart swell with emotion, imagining my listeners, alone in rooms, holding on to this guidance, and I said, immerse yourself, watch movies, listen to songs, follow podcasts, read aloud, even if imperfect. It's exposure, it's practice, it's the language wrapping around your mind, slowly, gently, until English is not foreign, but familiar, natural, yours. Then I took a slow, deliberate breath. And here's where courage meets challenge. You will falter, you will make mistakes, you will feel frustrated, and that's okay. It's human, it's growth. Remember, every mistake, every stumble, every hesitation, is proof that you are moving, proof that your mind is stretching, proof that your courage is rising. Don't fear mistakes, embrace them. They are your teachers, your guides, your friends on this journey. I spoke louder, with conviction. You may feel overwhelmed sometimes, like the words won't come, like fluency is a distant dream. But here's the secret, it's not about rushing, it's about consistency. One thought, one sentence, one day at a time. Celebrate the small wins, every sentence spoken, every idea thought in English, every single moment you persist, is victory. And slowly, imperceptibly, it builds your confidence, your skill, your freedom. I paused again, letting my listeners feel the weight of the journey, and whispered, sometimes, you will compare yourself to others, and it will sting. They speak better. They are fluent. It's easier for them. But listen carefully. Every fluent speaker you see, every confident voice, started exactly where you are now, struggling, stumbling, doubting, yet choosing to continue. And so can you. You don't need luck. You don't need talent. You need patience, persistence, and belief in yourself. My voice grew soft, almost intimate. Now, imagine your mind fully immersed, thinking freely in English, responding naturally, connecting ideas, understanding stories, feeling conversations, listening not just to words, but to meaning, to emotion, to life. That is the magic, that is the power, and it's waiting for you, inside your mind, ready to awaken, ready to transform you. I leaned back slightly, heart full, voice gentle. So set small goals, think in English for 5 minutes, 10 minutes, narrate your day, describe your surroundings, journal your thoughts, speak to yourself, practice, listen, immerse, connect. Be patient, be kind to yourself, and remember, every step, no matter how small, brings you closer to fluency, closer to confidence, closer to freedom. You are building not just a skill, but a new way of being, a new way of seeing the world, a new way of expressing your heart. Finally, I let the words hang in the air, like a soft echo. And here's the last piece, the most important piece. Remember why you started, remember the desire in your heart, the dream of speaking freely, the longing to express yourself, to connect, to grow. And hold on to that, tightly, because it will carry you through every challenge, every mistake, every moment of doubt. You are capable, you are ready, and you are not alone. I am with you, every step, every thought, every heartbeat of this journey. King. English Learning Podcast, with you, always. I left a gentle pause, letting the listener breathe in, feel the emotion, and hold the power of the moment. The moment where the journey begins in their mind, in their heart. The moment they truly start thinking, living, and breathing English.